Welcome to my presentation, my dear learners. Today I have come before you for taking another new class on collocations. Today's collocation word I have been selected for you, questions. We use different questions and we ask different questions, different way for getting answer, for replying answer. Today's class I am going to show before you using collocation how would you use in different way. First as verbs, then adjective plus noun, and let's begin. First ask SB. SB means somebody a questions. Ask somebody a questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. That means if you're a student, you should create making questions habit. If you create, if you generate, if you produce to make questions, that means your IQ level and your intelligence quality to better than others. So if you student, but mind it, and you should try to different questions. That means for getting answer, for understanding capability. It greatly helps you. Have a question. Want to ask a questions. I just have a questions. Is the treatment effective? Pose a questions. Formal. Ask a questions. He poses the questions. What should we teach our children? Put a question to somebody. SB means somebody. Ask a questions in formal situations. I recently put some of these questions to a psychologist. Mind it, and you have seen how would you use questions different way for making verbs and answer a questions. You haven't answered my questions. Then avoid questions, evade questions, dodge a questions. Its meaning not give direct answer. Some questions we don't get direct answer. That means someone tries to avoid answer, evade answer. That means that is not directly answer if you ask them from getting answer. And you can also use rephrase a questions. Rephrase questions, ask it in a different way. That means rephrase question, ask it in a different way. That means your question, your asking style, your question style is different. Then bombard somebody with questions. Ask someone a lot of questions. Bombard questions, that means ask someone lot of questions. You can ask more and more questions, multiple questions, many questions. That is called adjective plus noun. Difficult question or hard questions you can use after this word. Difficult questions, hard questions. Some of the questions in the last section were very difficult. Easy. These questions should be easy for you. A good questions. Interesting or difficult to answer. Interesting or difficult to answer. That's a good questions. Stupid questions or silly questions. One whose answer is obvious. Did you win, or is that the stupid question? And some questions that is not actually good, but those who reply, and if you ask someone if he feels embraced, he is not interested to respond answer according to your question. And awkward questions, one that someone does not want to answer. How can we keep the phrase from asking? Awkward questions. How can we keep the phrase from? Phrase means to make pressure. To make pressure for getting answer, for replying answer. Tricky question, tough question. One that is difficult to answer. and that's really a tricky questions. And personal question, a question relating to someone's private life. Personal questions, that means someone's private life question, different from the private perspective about his or her education, social, and different of what you want to know from him. That is a personal question. Can I ask you a personal question? Direct questions, one that asks for information in a very direct way. And you can also use other words, an exam question, a test question. And the very last word using these patterns, a rhetorical question, a question you ask without expecting an answer in order to make a point. Again, rhetorical, a question you ask without expecting an answer in order to make a point. That means sometimes you make a question to someone, that means for only asking, but you have known and you have already made the point. That means making the point to be clear from your side. And I hope that this class is very effective for you and you have understood about this matter. So practice, develop your fluency, never stop your journey. Mind it, English is a language, not more than. So very beginning you have faced a lot of problems. Different problems, your pronunciation, your productivity, etc. etc. It doesn't matter. You have to listen, then try to speak and carry on and determine yourself. I will be a good speaker in English language. Thank you very much for watching the video clips very attentively. Allah Hafiz.